Hello, my name is Lois and today I'm going to be discussing human nutrition and the digestive system. First we'll be looking and discussing the structures and the functions of the digestive system. Then the processes of the mechanical and chemical digestion, including the optimum conditions for the enzymes involved, and lastly the content of the food groups and the balanced diet. The digestive system function is by absorbing nutrients and digesting it. The food that is entered through the mouth and comes out of the anus by going through the contiguous tube. The tube can be 30 meters long and have food groups through 10 different organs, which start from the esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, ileum, large intestine, rectum, and finally the anus. The mouth. This is where the digestion starts by breaking down food into smaller pieces by going through a process of mastication, which means chewing with your teeth. The tongue then mixes the food with the saliva, making it easier to swallow, giving the bolus across the pancreas and the esophagus. The paroxysm and the esophagus is where the bolus enters the paraffix and the muscular wall contracts, pushing food over the epiglottis. This helps prevent the food from entering the trachea and the lungs, only making way through the esophagus to the stomach. The esophagus is 25 centimeters long and is covered in elastic fibrous tissue. Gravity helps both liquid and semi-solids travel down the esophagus, but with the solids, the peristalsis pushes it down. The stomach. The stomach. This is where the bolus reaches the stomach. It gets churned up with the help of the gastric juices, which include the hyaluronic acid, water, mineral salts, enzymes, and inostroic acid. All of this together is perfect for the absorption of the vitamin B, helps digestion and destroys bacteria. The liver and gallbladder. Both liver and gallbladder are not part of the digestive process. The liver is responsible for producing bile, which contains bile salts, bilirubin, cholesterol, electrolytes, and water. Bile is a yellowish-green fluid that helps break down fat. Once the bile has been produced, it is then transported to the gallbladder to be stored. The small intestine. This is 6 to 7 meters long muscular tube that has 3 different parts of the duodenum, duodenum, and ileum. It is responsible for digesting and absorbing food. The chyme that is created with the bile from the gallbladder and the enzymes from the pancreas, which becomes an alkaline in the duodenum before being removed along the peristalsis, which is a mixture of pancreatic and intestinal juice to be complete to the digestion. During the last 2 parts of the small intestine, the food is being absorbed through the walls and the veal, and the residue moves along the large intestines. The large intestine. The large intestine's role is to absorb vitamins, convert food into feces, and then remove water. It is measured at 1.5 meters long, but is thick, and it is made up of 4 sections: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and then a sigmoid colon, which all connects to the rectum. Ascending colon removes nutrients and water before it moves along, and transverse colon to the ascending colon, which stores the feces. And then the semimoid colon is a muscular part that contracts, causing the feces to move to the rectum, ready for the extraction. The mechanical digestion. This begins in the mouth, where we chew solid food with our teeth. Because of our human body, we are unable to absorb large macronutrient food molecules so that we can consume, and we will need to be broken down first into more of digestive pieces. The chemical digester. This happens once we have chewed our food to a certain size. Our brain starts simulating the saliva to release enzymes called lipase and amylase, beginning the chemical digestion process. Lipase helps to break down fat, while amylase breaks down starch into sugar. The food needs to be small enough for our bodies so that they can absorb all the nutrients we eat, so that our body is full of carbohydrates, protein, vegetables and fruits, to name a few and name a few food groups. When the food is swallowed, the mouth and the tongue muscles push the food muscles and that will contract to move the food along while being broken down into smaller components. Chemical digestion not only happens in the mouth but also within the stomach and is in the small intestine. This has 3 different enzymes, which are lactase, sucrase and maltase, which are all break down into glucose. Enzymes. This is specialised protein molecule playing a massive part of the digestive system by breaking down larger food molecules, aiding absorption and speeding up the reactions within the body cell to support life. Enzymes have an area called the active site where it will have its own unique shape that one-of-a-kind molecules will fit. The enzymes will work on the molecules called the substrate which the reaction takes place. After it is done, the products will leave and be transported, used or stored, so after another molecule can be used, the enzyme will start its process all over again. The perfect temperature for enzymes to work at their best is at a human's temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. If the temperature increases, the enzymes will break down. If the body temperature decreases, the enzymes will function too slowly. pH also needs to be above 7 for the enzymes to function well. If it goes below 7, they're acidic, and if it goes above 7, it is an alkaline. Trypsin is one of the main digestive enzymes within the body and is secreted from the pancreas, breaking down large and small proteins. The pH range for trypsin and functions well with the body needs to be taken between 7.8 and 8.7. Maltase. This is another digestive enzyme which is found within the body that is secreted from the small intestine, breaking down the maltose into glucose, but it can also be found in plants and bacteria. The pH range of the body will need to be between 6.1 and 6.8 for the enzymes to function well. Balanced diet. Balanced diet is something that everybody needs. Having a balanced diet can lead to an active lifestyle. To grow and work effectively, we need to be eating the right number of calories that consists of lots of nutrients, food and protein, carbohydrates, fats and dairy. It is recommended we eat 5 portions of vegetables and fruit a day, with 6 to 8 glasses of water. NHS quoted that it is vital for females to consume 2,000 calories every day, while men's target is 2,500, because without a healthy balanced diet there is a high risk of developing a diet-related disease such as type diabetes, cancer, obesity and heart disease. NHS quoted that the 5 food groups we can eat to enable us to live longer and healthier life by which are protein, carbohydrates, fat, dairy and fruits and vegetables. Firstly, protein is found in foods such as meat, fish, eggs and are good for building our muscles. Carbohydrates also gives us the energy we need for everyday living, keeping us fuller and as well as helping our bowels. It is found in foods such as pasta, rice, potatoes and bread. People always assume carbohydrates are bad for us because it gets us bloated, but this is all about moderation. Fats are found in oils and spreads and contains vitamins which are also vital to help fight infections. Dairy is essential for keeping our bones healthy because it has calcium, protein, vitamins and minerals. It is found in milk, cheese and yogurts. Lastly, we should try and eat 5 portions of fruit and vegetables a day because they are a fantastic source of vitamins and minerals which supports our immune system. Thank you.